In the darkest reaches of our solar system, far beyond the planets we've known since childhood, a silent traveler drifts further into the abyss. This is Voyager 1, a spacecraft launched over 45 years ago that now sails alone through interstellar space, farther than any human-made object has ever ventured. Designed in the 1970s by NASA as part of an ambitious plan to explore the outer planets, Voyager 1 was never expected to live this long or reach this far. Yet today, it continues to astonish the scientific community. But now, it's not just distance that Voyager 1 has achieved, it's what it has just sent back that has left many speechless. The probe, it seems, has turned back, figuratively, if not literally, and revealed something humanity wasn't prepared to face. And it may confirm what we all feared about the very nature of space, time, and perhaps, even our place in the universe. Voyager 1's journey began in 1977, during a rare planetary alignment that allowed NASA to slingshot the spacecraft from planet to planet using gravitational assists. Over the years, it sent back stunning images and data from Jupiter and Saturn, unveiling swirling storms, magnetic fields, and moons we had never seen in detail. After completing its tour of the gas giants, Voyager 1 continued outward, passing Pluto's orbit, leaving the heliosphere, and entering interstellar space in 2012. Since then, it has kept transmitting data using its aging instruments and a faint 20-watt signal, equivalent to the power of a refrigerator light bulb. Yet, somehow, this fragile signal manages to cross billions of kilometers and reach Earth. But recently, scientists monitoring Voyager 1's data noticed something peculiar. After years of consistent measurements from interstellar space, plasma densities, magnetic fields, and cosmic rays, a sudden disruption occurred. The spacecraft began to send signals that seemed wrong. Not garbled or broken, but different in a way that could not be easily dismissed. It wasn't just a technical error. The patterns were too consistent for that. Voyager 1 appeared to be observing something radically new, something the probe had not encountered before. It was as if the spacecraft had passed into a region of space where the known laws of physics had started to behave differently. What exactly did Voyager 1 detect? It began with subtle shifts in the plasma environment, unexpected increases in density that shouldn't be possible in the interstellar medium. Then, the magnetic field around the spacecraft began to fluctuate in a manner inconsistent with previous readings. These anomalies were not just statistical noise. They were strong, repeating, and structured. Some scientists feared that the probe might have passed through what's known as a plasma wall, a turbulent boundary between our solar system's protective bubble and the chaotic forces of interstellar space. If true, it would suggest that this region isn't just a gradual transition but a volatile frontier, one that could contain high-energy particles, rogue magnetic fields, or even entirely new forms of matter. But the most disturbing possibility is this. Voyager 1 may have detected the edge of a gravitational anomaly, something massive, invisible, and entirely unexpected. A few fringe researchers have even proposed that what Voyager 1 is approaching could be a dark matter concentration, or worse, a miniature black hole. These ideas are speculative, but they are gaining traction because of how consistent they are with the probe's erratic data. The concept that there are hidden gravitational traps in the interstellar void, remnants of ancient stellar deaths or exotic matter, has always been a theoretical concern. But now, we may be getting the first indirect confirmation of their existence. As Voyager 1's instruments continued to stream this bizarre data, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory issued a series of cautious updates. Engineers double-checked the spacecraft's health and found that, remarkably, its instruments were functioning within expected limits. This wasn't a malfunction. This was real. And that's what made it even more unsettling. For years, space had appeared calm and predictable once outside the heliosphere. But Voyager 1 may now be revealing a more terrifying truth. That beyond the influence of our Sun lies a domain of deep space hazards, unexplored forces, and potentially dangerous phenomena that could reshape our understanding of cosmic safety. What adds to the fear is the symbolic nature of Voyager 1. This spacecraft carries the famous Golden Record, a phonograph disc containing sounds and images meant to portray the diversity of life and culture on Earth. It was our invitation to the universe, a hello across the stars. But now, as Voyager sends back these cryptic signals from a dark frontier, it feels less like an ambassador and more like a lone sentinel returning from a forbidden zone with a warning. Space is not empty. It is not silent. And it may not be as friendly as we once hoped. The concept of a spacecraft turning back is, of course, metaphorical. Voyager 1 cannot reverse its course. But its latest data is forcing humanity to turn back to the drawing board, back to our models of interstellar space, and back to the questions we thought we'd already answered. What is the true structure of the universe beyond our solar system? Are there forces out there that we've never encountered, waiting just beyond the veil of our observational reach? And are we truly ready to face the dangers of deep space? Some speculate that the fluctuations Voyager 1 is experiencing could also be time-related, that the spacecraft may be detecting strange variations in the passage of time itself. This may sound like science fiction, but certain models of spacetime suggest that in regions of extreme gravity or exotic matter, time can bend, slow, or behave non-linearly. If Voyager 1 is passing through such a region, its clock, compared to clocks on Earth, might be showing distortions. Although we don't yet have the tools to measure this with certainty, the idea has excited both physicists and science fiction fans alike. Could Voyager 1 be our first real-time probe into a relativistic phenomenon that warps time itself? Even more puzzling is the idea that Voyager 1's strange readings might indicate an intersection with something akin to a cosmic boundary, a dimensional edge, perhaps. Theoretical physicists who explore multiverse hypotheses suggest that our universe may be one bubble in a frothing sea of other universes. The boundaries between these regions could be unpredictable. Could it be, however unlikely, that Voyager 1 is brushing up against one such boundary? Again, highly speculative, but the absence of a better explanation for the anomalies opens the door to radical thinking. Despite its age and fading instruments, Voyager 1 continues to teach us that exploration isn't always safe or comforting. Sometimes, it's deeply unsettling. It reminds us that our solar system, while vast, is still just a tiny haven surrounded by unimaginable forces. Beyond our sun's reach lies an ocean of darkness, and Voyager 1 is the first paddle stroke into its abyss. Its messages are distant, garbled by space and time, but if we listen closely, they carry profound meaning. We are not alone in this void. Not necessarily in terms of life, but in terms of the cosmos being filled with structures, energies, and mysteries we're only beginning to grasp. NASA scientists now face the challenge of decoding this data, cross-referencing it with newer space observatories and simulations, and possibly preparing future missions to explore these strange zones in more detail. The James Webb Space Telescope, alongside upcoming interstellar probes, might one day provide clarity. But for now, we must sit with the unknown. And sometimes, that's the most powerful part of science, admitting what we don't know and letting curiosity pull us forward. In the end, Voyager 1 hasn't just revealed the unexpected. It has reminded us of our fragility. As it continues its lonely trek into darkness, it carries not just data but a message from the edge of known space. A whisper from the void. A signal that may confirm our greatest fear, not of alien life or extinction, but of how much we still don't understand. And maybe, just maybe, that's the call we needed to listen to all along. This is Discovery at 2.0, and if this story leaves you awestruck or uneasy, you're not alone. Because the cosmos is full of wonders, and Voyager 1 just sent us a new one.